Oh, that's much nicer. That's lovely, just past the outside edge there. He's brought his line back into that corridor of uncertainty. He's going to want to be testing out the batter a lot more in that region of the pitch. Oh, and he's taken the edge there. Lovely line. This is a much nicer line. A bit of inside, a bit of in-swing there. A little bit of uncertainty from the batter, but yeah, it's a good start from both sides. Lovely delivery there, through to the keeper. One ball to come in this over. Been a good latter half of the over, and it'll be interesting to see if that swing continues to stay throughout the early part of this innings, the first 10 overs. If that swing provides some challenging conditions for the Nepalese batters. Early part of this innings, the first 10 overs. If that swing provides some challenging conditions for the Nepalese batters. A run there into the side. He's gone for a try at the stumps, but it missed. It was a little bit of a shorter ball. Went back to it and played it fairly well in the end. Two are now after 2 overs, 11 for no wickets, and played it fairly well in the end. Two are now. So we're going to continue with pretty solid first over. Up from one very nice punch through the offside by Anil Shah for 4 runs. So we'll see what kind of line that Zahid can bring to this third over. And in he comes. Yeah, so he's getting some good pace and bounce. It's travelling nicely through to the wicketkeeper there, taking that above his waist. So there seems to be some good bounce in the pitch and opportunities to be exploited by some of these fast bowlers at the beginning of the innings. That's through to the keeper as well. Canada have a few catching options here. There's 2 slips, a gully, a fairly short cover, and then out on the boundary we have deep fine leg. Don't know if there's going to be any bouncers or short deliveries, but he comes in. Third ball of the over. That's nicely played. Very challenge to the batters to see if they're patient enough to get through these opening overs. Just consulting with it's the captain and the bowler consulting with each other at the moment. There's a bit of a loose shot definitely keeping Zahid's keeping a very good line here, just outside the off stump. Just a little bit backwards of a length. And again, that's very defensively played into the gully there. Exercise in the outfield to keep warm in this kind of chilly start to the match. Exercise in the outfield to keep warm. Here he comes in to finish off the over. It's just taken a little bit of inside edge down to mid-on. And it's made an over. Very nicely bowled from Zahid Shahzad. So the third over is a maiden, so we're still on 11 for no wickets. And you hope that Zahid can continue that line just outside the off stump. It's probing. Very good at in swing and pace and bounce. If he can find the right line, then this could be quite challenging here for the batter, Mohammed Sheikh. Ooh. Tajinder there. He comes and swung a lot. Started out too straight and the ball in. For LBW, but looks like it's just going a little bit high and maybe a little bit down the leg side. As we watch the replay there, it started off on a nice line, nice movement off the pitch. Nicer line from Tajinder. I really happy to see him start. Yeah, they're through for a quick single there. There was a little bit of interest for a catch for Canada, but the ball wasn't in the air for very long. Please batter. by Mohammed Sheikh. And that's the end of the 4th over. Nepal are 14 for no wickets after 4 overs.
र यहाँ यो बल पनि डट बल ग्रुपमा काउन्ट हुनेछ यो ओभरको अन्तिम बल रहनेछ अब यो साथीहरु माफ गरिदिनु होला माथिबाट अड्किरहेको छ लाइभलाई चाहिँ
accuracy in this over. Look to continue that accuracy in this over. He comes. A bit of difficulty there for the batter on a really good mark there, providing a little bit of difficulty. We kind of played that on the back foot. That discomfort has turned into a wicket. And you can see from the replay it's on a very good length, just short of a good length. You can see from the replay it's on a very good length, just short of a good length. And the batter it's gone pretty fast to a wicket. Second slip there, but and you can see from the replay it's on a very good length, just an excellent catch. You can see here from the side the batter was too far away from the ball. He's dangling his bat out, kind of hoping to get to it, and it's taken a very thick edge. And I think the catch was taken by number 13. We're just going to get his name. There's a very nice catch just above his shoulder to the left. It's a breakthrough there for Canada.
आज तेस्रो खेल रहेको छ र तेस्रो खेलमा पनि उनी छिटै नै डिपार्ट हुन पुगे र देव खनाल आएका छन् अब ब्याटिङमा
deliveries from this end.
मोहम्मद आसिफ शेखलाई
You've got to be happy with how his morning.
च्यानलमा नयाँ हुनुहुन्छ भने च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्दै जोडिनु होला.
That brings
नेपालको स्कोर 4.2 ओभरमा
new batter to the crease, which is
जही सिरजात 1/5 उनको स्पेल रहेको छ अहिलेसम्म अनि एउटा एक्सपिरियन्स खेलाडी रहेका छन् क्यानाडा ए को तर्फबाट. देव खनाल आएका छन्, हेरौं कसरी खेल्ने छन्. उनको पहिलो खेल भने त्यति राम्रो हुन सकेको थिएन, डेब्युट खेल जुन इन्टरनेशनल रहेको थियो उनको टी20 इन्टरनेशनलमा डेब्युट गरेका थिए. आएका थिए गोल्डन थिएन, डक आउट भएका थिए गोल्डन डक त होइन, डक आउट भएका थिए गोल्डन डक त होइन, डक आउट भएका थिए. र हेरौं आशा गरौं उनी राम्रो खेल्छन् भनेर. उनी 3 नम्बरमा भने राम्रो खेल्छन् जस्तो मलाई लाग्छ भनेर. उनी मेरो विचारमा भने राम्रो रन रेट मलाई लाग्छ 3.0 विचारमा रन रेट सँग नेपाल इतिरा गर्नुपर्ने रहेको छ. 4.3 रन रेट सँग नेपाल 14 परेक नेपालको स्कोर रहेको छ 2 ओभरमा. नेपालको स्कोर क्यानाडा ए को तर्फबाट. त्यस्तै देव खनाल पनि रहेका छन् नेपालका लागि ब्याटिङमा क्रिजमा. क्यानाडाको हाई परफर्मेन्स टिम रहेको छ. क्यानाडा ए पनि भन्न सक्छौं हामी यो टिमलाई. 555 जना हामीसँग यतिखेर जोडिनु भएको छ. च्यानलमा नयाँ हुनुहुन्छ भने च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्दै जोडिनु होला. एक लाइक गर्दै साथ दिनु होला है. भिडियोलाई एक लाइक गर्दै साथ दिनु होला. 4.2 ओभरमा 14 पर 1 नेपालको स्कोर रहेको छ. देव खनाल पहिलो बल फेस गर्दै र फेरि पनि झट्का लागेको छ अन ह्याट्रिक. यहाँ जही सिरजात बिट भएका छन्. देव खनाल बोल्ड आउट हुन पुगेका छन् र यो दोस्रो झट्का नेपाललाई निकै नै भारी रहनेछ. निकै नै कठिन यात्रा अब यहाँबाट नेपालले तय गर्नेछ. नेपाली टिम निकै नै ठुलो समस्यामा यतिखेर 2 विकेट गएको छ 2 बलमा. अनि ह्याट्रिक रहेका छन् क्यानाडा एका एक्सपिरियन्स खेलाडी जहिर, जहाँसम्म मलाई लाग्छ जहिर रहेका छन् बलिङमा। जहिर अहमद, जहिद सिरजाद रहेका छन् र उनले 5 रन खर्चिँदा 2 विकेट भने लिइसकेका छन् है। मोहम्मद आसिफ शेख 8 बलमा 2 रन बनाएर खेलिरहेका छन्। हेरौँ कसले जोइन गर्नेछ अब उनलाई। 4.3 ओभरमा 14/2 नेपालको स्कोर। छिटै नै विकेट गएको छ, यहाँ विकेटको भने भएको छ पतन। हामीले सोचेका थिएनौँ यति छिटो विकेटको भने पतन हुनेछ यसरी भनेर। हामीलाई यतिखेर 579 जना हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ। च्यानलमा नयाँ हुनुहुन्छ भने च्यानललाई सब्सक्राइब गर्दै साथ दिनुहोला। देव खनालको बारेमा म भन्नुपर्दा उनी राम्रै खेलाडी हुन्, तर आज उनले बिट भए र टर्नसँगै आएको त्यो स्विङले गर्दा विकेट भने गएको छ। भीम सार्की आएका छन् क्रिजमा मोहम्मद आसिफ शेखलाई जोइन गर्न। भीम सार्की आएका मोहम्मद आसिफ शेखलाई जोइन गर्नको लागि भीम सार्की रहेका छन् यतिखेर। प्रोजेक्टेड स्कोर 156 रहेको छ। 3 को रन गतिसँग नेपाल यतिखेर अगाडि बढिरहेको छ। हेरौँ अब विकेट महत्त्वपूर्ण हुने गर्छ नेपालको लागि, तर नेपालले भने विकेट जोगाउन भनिसकेको छैन त्यति। आशा गरौँ विकेट जोगाओस् नेपालले। नेपाली कमेन्ट्री लिएर भने हामी यतिखेर हजुरहरूसँग उपस्थित भने भइसकेका छौँ। 4.5 ओभरमा यतिखेर 14/2 नेपालको स्कोर रहेको छ। यो जानकारी गराउन चाहन्छु म हजुरहरू सबैलाई। हामीले यतिखेर 505 जना करेन्टली हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ। 2 विकेट भने गइसकेको छ नेपालको। 14/2 स्क्रिनमा देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ हजुरहरूले। यतिखेर हामीलाई 512 जना हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ है। 4.5 ओभरमा 14/2 नेपालको स्कोर। त्यति मजा पनि आएको छैन। दोस्रो विकेट पनि पतन भएको छ। ह्याट्रिक भने हुन सकेन जहिद सिरजादको, तर यहाँ भीम सार्कीले भने राम्रोसँग खेल्दै 5 ओभर सकिँदा 14/2
and he puts it on a just kind of bounced up to the hip height on the leg side for Mohammed Sheikh, who tickles it down for a single. Jinder comes in for his second ball of the over. They've now employed a leg slip, and it's pushed out into the leg side. They're probably going to come back for a couple as mid-on picks up the ball and sends it in. Still quite a lot of in-swing from the Tejinder. And it's moving a little bit down the leg side. So they have employed this leg slip to try and make the most of the swing and see if there's any edges off the bat that could be picked up with the leg slip. So there were 2 slips on the offside. One of those has been moved over to leg slip now. And again, he's just tickled it down. Do fine leg, well, they'll get a single. So there's 4 off the over so far. Just allowing the Nepalese batters to pick up a few runs here. That's a very nice line, and it's taken an inside edge. It's past the keeper, and it's gone down for 4. It wasn't a confident shot. Ball was pitched, as you can see on this replay, the ball was pitched outside off stump, went for the push and took that edge. It was too quick for the keeper to actually stop it. Kind of a lucky escape there for the batter, given the previous wicket being played on. But as a batter myself, I can tell you, you take every boundary as it comes. So he's just got to concentrate for the next delivery. And that's down the leg side. And that will be a wide ball. Hoping here that Tajinder can just control this swing a little bit and maybe start a little bit further outside the off stump. I don't know if this is a tactic that they're trying to get this wicket down leg slip. But just needs to straighten up a little bit. A little bit of an over adjustment there and no in swing, so the ball ends up wide outside the off stump. He comes in for the 5th ball of the over. And that's nice. Left by the batter, 3 to the keeper, for no run. Here he comes in to finish off the over. Oh, it's taken an inside edge. Maybe a little bit of extra bounce that the batter wasn't expecting. And it runs through to leg slip for no run. So after 6 overs... And Bim Sharkey's now 3 off 7 balls, just slowly playing himself in. And he's looking for that drive, and he's beautifully played it out into the deep. They're coming back for a second, and the field has picked it up nicely and stopped the 3rd run. So 2 runs out into the deep there. As you can see, that ball was a little bit fuller. The batters waited for it and played a lovely cover drive. Comes in for the 4th ball of the over. It's nurdled down into the gully for no run. Zahid's having a good reward for bowling kind of a good length or short of a good length outside of the off stump here. And again, this is guided this time down to 3rd man for a single. But you can see continuation of that good line and length, a bit of extra little bounce there. So the batter was able to kind of rock onto the back foot and guide that through the gap to 3rd man. In to finish off the over, and it's Yorker length guided to cover for a single, but no runs. We're 27 for 2 off 7 overs. Some very tight bowling from Zahid Shehzad. I think the approach from these two Nepalese batters is correct. Just to take your time and see yourself in. It's a long match today. Plenty of time to build an innings. Plenty of time to work your way up. And yeah, good day for batting. If we look at the previous 2 matches, Nepal have scored 176 all out off 46 overs and 143 all out off 39.4 overs. So they haven't batted the whole 50 overs out on either of the practice matches. So I would say that's probably one of the aims for today is to bat 50 overs. You can bat the whole complement of overs, then there's a chance to get over 200, which would be a good score on this pitch. In the first of those practice matches, the Canadian high-performance team knocked it off with 3 wickets remaining after 36.5 overs. So they ended up on 145 for 7. In the second game, Nepal hit 176 all out off 46 overs. And the high-performance team knocked it off in... Sorry, they were all out for 156 off 45.3 overs. And Nepal won that game by 20 runs. So far it's 1 game each for Canada and Nepal in these practice matches. In comes Jaskaran Buttar, new bowler. Starts off a little bit wide of the off stump there. Bit of outswing as well. Just kind of inspecting his run up. Not too happy with how he run up there. So he's started off with 1 wide. Second ball, similar to the first ball, wide outside of the off stump. This is the first match for Jaskran Buttar in this practice match series, and just trying to get into the game at the moment. Runs in nicely, and that's shaped very, very well just outside the off stump, and the batter chooses to leave it. Not as much swing in that delivery as to the first two. Coming in for the second ball of the over. Oh, that's shaped beautifully. Come off a good length, extra bounce, and right past the outside edge. Batter gets away with no edge on that one, because that was a very well played delivery there from Jaskran Buttar. He's really found his line and length on that delivery. Here he comes in. Wind's blowing. Safely outside the off stump, through for no run. Canada retaining 2 slips. A third man. Final leg is also down there, just out of shot. We've got a fairly deep mid-on and a fairly deep mid-off as well. And he's on a really good line, just taken, kind of squared up the batter, it's popped up safely just short of the bowler. It's a much better line and length here from Jaskran. He comes in for the 5th ball of the over. That's nice. Just guided down to gully there for no run. After a couple of fairly wide outswinger deliveries at the start of the over, Jaskran's really returned with a much better line and length. And he's 5 excellent deliveries. We're looking to wrap up this over with another one. Close it out. Keep testing for that edge. He's got very close with a couple of these deliveries. He goes outside off. Big swing from Bim Sharkey, but misses it, and that finishes off the over. So Nepal are 29 for 2 after 8 overs. So it looks like they're going to continue here Zajshazad for a 5th over. As we were saying, he's bowled very tight 4 overs, 2 wickets for only 8 runs, including 2 maidens and a double wicket maiden. He's running in here. That's the over. Oh, and he's got through the gate, straight through the gate, and bowled him. Mohammad Asif Sheikh is out bowled for 7. And that was a fantastic delivery that started just outside the off stump. A little bit of in swing here. And we're going to see a replay. As you can see, comes in. There's movement. And it's actually hit off at the top of the off stump. We'll get an even better view here from the other side. And you can see that it kind of gets through the gate. But it's moved very nicely off the surface, in seam. And it's bowled him. An excellent wicket there for Canada. That's another wicket for Canada. So we're now 3 for 29 runs only. And Zahid Shahzad's having a... brings the new batter to the crease, Dipendra Singh Array. It's challenging conditions to come into as the number 5 batter. Only 8.1 overs have been completed so far, but Nepal already on the back foot at 29 for 3. Canada have brought in a 3rd slip. He comes and he's straight on the mark, and it's defended out to cover. There's a shy at the stumps, attempted run out, but the batter was safe and the fielder missed the stump. There's definitely about survival at the moment from this one end against Zahid Shahzad. And again, a little bit fuller pitch, and it's pushed out into the covers where it's fielded comfortably. We're into the 5th over here for Zahid Shahzad. And yeah, Nepal are really going to have to try and make it through his spell without losing any further wickets. If not, it's going to be a very challenging innings for them. Oh, he's putting it on such a good length. Both shaping in and then straightening out. And he's past the outside edge very well there. The batter's looking a little bit in trouble here. Very challenging conditions here for the Nepalese batters. Here he comes in again. 5th ball of the over. Good line and length and defended into the covers safely by Dipendra. Comes in to finish off the over. Will be another maiden, and the batter's just been distracted by something and turned away from the delivery, so that there'll be a dead ball. Ball will be bowled again. You can see here that it raises his arm before the ball's bowled. Something down on the boundary maybe, or something nearby that was distracting him. Mid-on is inside the circle. Yeah, you can see there also gully point, and he comes in first ball, and it's just down, bounced up, hit him on the pads for no run. Yeah, it's interesting to see here. Will there be any turn and bounce? One player's heading over to mid-wicket. Move from the offside. So second ball, Sugjinder. Comes in, nice length, and there is some turn there. That is beautifully bowled. Good line and length, testing length, and that's turned away from the bat through to the keeper. It's a very promising start there. Third ball of the over. Not as much turn there. Fired it through a little quicker, I think. And the ball kind of just went straight through to the keeper. Sharky's on 6 off 19 deliveries. Faces up. And that's full pitched, pushed out into the leg side, down to deep square leg, who throws it in and keeps it at a single. So Dipendra is taking looks like a middle guard. Gets ready to face up to Sukhjinder Singh. Then bowls it, and it's straight, but he's managed to get his bat on it. Has swept it down to past fine leg to square leg, who ran around quickly and managed to cut it off and stop the second. So that's really good fielding there from the Canadian team. There's potential opportunity for 2 there, but they kept it down to 1. Brings Bim Sharkey back on strike. And he comes. He's gone for a big swing. And he's bowled. He went for the big shot. It was a full pitched ball, bouncing on leg stump, I think, or middle. You can see he's tossed it up nicely, went for the big stroke, and it skidded through and hit his leg stump, knocking off the bail. And that's a wicket for Sukhjinder Singh. You can see from that replay, yep, straight through the gap. It's a good bit of bowling there, just putting up a little bit of a tempter. And the Nepalese batter could not resist. So unfortunately, Nepal lose another wicket. We're on to 31 for 4 off 10 overs. It's a great start there from Sukhjinder Singh. A very accurate opening over. There was good turn and then some good arm balls. And then that last one fired through, I think, a little bit quicker. And it beat the batter for pace and bowled him. So we welcome a new batter, Mohammad Arif Sheikh, to the crease, with Nepal in a little bit of trouble here. 31 for 4. That was the end of the over. So we're going to continue from this end with Zahid Shahzad. And Canada's really looking to apply the pressure today. 31 for 4. They're keeping their main strike bowler on for his 6th over. Hint of movement still. Gives it for the... Oh, just outside off stumps. Punches it back down the wicket there. Collected by the bowler. Another good start to the over. Zahid Shahzad probing outside the off stump, punched into the leg side for a single, picked up by the fielder. Batter just looking to move across the stumps and push that into the leg side where there's more gaps. It's currently a very offside dominant field. The only fielders on the leg side are kind of a wide mid-on and deep fine leg on the boundary. So there's a lot of gaps in the off stump. A lot of gaps in the leg side. And he's just the bowler's just moving the fine leg a little bit finer for this delivery. I'm saying there's a lot of gaps in the leg side, but there's not many deliveries going anywhere near the leg side or that many on the stumps, because it's been a very consistent length and line outside of the off stump. The captain set this attacking offside field for Zahid, and he's been bowling to that field perfectly. Then for the 5th ball of the over. And another inside edge there. Timing's just a little bit off at the moment. Taking these edges very nicely. There's interest in the slips for a potential another slip catch. The slip fielders are keeping their hands nice and warm in their pockets as the cool breeze blows across the ground. See them ready themselves for the end of the over. Another little bit of an inside edge out into the leg side. It's running past square leg. The fielder's coming in, picking it up and throwing it in to keep them to 2 runs. So now Zahid's free rate and strike rate from the opening bowler. It's like Sukhjinder Singh is going to continue from the other end and continue his challenging bowling here after an excellent first over. Here he comes in. There's a nice straight line. Nepalese batter pushes it. Dipendra pushes it into the offside. He's interested in a single, but his partners was not interested at all. And it looked a pretty tight single if they had gone for it. Second ball comes in. A little bit of turn, a little bit of bounce. Just pops up into the gully region. Be interesting to see if we can get some more turn here, like the second delivery in that over, first over. Bowling a more of a straight line at the moment. Just pushing the batter back, keeping a fairly kind of angling it into the stumps and then straightening it. There's no big turn and flight at the moment, but he may offer one up. There we are. And he's slashed it in the air over cover, and they're running through for a couple. Fielder's picked it up, sending it in, and stops the third. Very nice throw in there from the fielder. You can see here there's a little bit more width here. Allows him to get some air onto the ball and chip it over the inner ring. And that's an edge. And that's the one that he wanted. A nice floated delivery outside the off stump. Not enough footwork from the batter and a thick edge through to the slip. You can see here, he doesn't get across to it and takes the edge. Lovely delivery. Very, very tricky line and length to deal with. And that's another wicket for Sukhjinder Singh. And it's leaving Nepal in a difficult position at 36 for 5 after only 11.5. Comes in and is short. He's cut it straight to cover fielder for no run. He comes in, third ball of the over. Straight line, just tucked around. There's a gap in the offside, leg side, sorry, so they're having to run hard. Actually, the wicket keepers made it all the way out to square leg to pick up the ball and ensure that Nepal aren't able to come back for a third run. They're actually moving one of the slip fielders now out into mid-wicket position. So previously there was only a wide mid-on and a deep fine leg on the leg side. Similar field to the previous bowler. But now they've moved one of the slips into a mid-wicket, somewhere between mid-wicket and square leg. Comes in, bowl, hits him on the pads, no appeal. Batter's warming himself up. Needs to get those feet moving, get those hands moving. Been a chilly start to the day. Lots of hoodies spotted around the ground. A few gloves, a couple of hats. The Canadians finding their winter clothing in anticipation of the long winter that will be coming. But we're now in a very nice sunny day. Batter's warming up, ready for the ball, and he's defended that nicely into the offside. There's been another good over from Jaskaran Bhattar. One ball to come. He comes in to finish off the over. Outside the off stump. Oh, extra bounce there. And the batter tries to cut it through the offside, but isn't able to make any contact. So another over passes by there. We're after 13 overs. Nepal are 38. The Singh is going to continue from the same end. Figures 2 for 4. And will be bowling against the new batter, Arjun. So pressure is really on the Nepalese batters here. Canada are having a great day with the ball so far. Been extremely accurate. Comes into bowl. Oh, it's nice turn and bounce past the outside edge. Comes in. Floats that one up. Fully pitched, pushed into the offside. It's stopped by Canadian fielder Ollie Cox. Delivery just pushed into the point region there for a no run. Again, some tight bowling here. a lot of spaces here for the batter to go. We've got still have the short fine leg, still have the deep square leg, and deep long off. So that pushes it into the offside. It's going down to long off. It's going to easy single. Are they going to come back for a second? No. The fielder reaches round and sends it in before they can make it back. So it's just a single there. And he's coming in to finish off his over. One ball left to Mohamed Arif Sheikh. Oh, and he's edged it down to short fine leg, who fields it and stops the run. So that's the end of the 14th over. Nepal are 39 for 5. Current run rate of 2.8. And batter's just getting his helmet. Now on to face the fast bowlers. We're going to continue here with Batar. So we've got one slip. In the leg side, there's a deep square leg. Who's been moved further out, is in short square leg, it's regular square leg in the last over, but now deep square leg. So bowled a straight line, it's pushed out into the leg side. Mid-on comes round. They get a single. There's a big gap in the leg side between the fielders, kind of a wide mid-on, and then everything else. The two fielders are on the boundary at deep square leg and deep fine leg. The opportunities for singles into that leg side if the line of the bowler strays down there. Gascaran will be looking to keep it outside of the off stump. Pushes that one in, but the fielder's in close enough that he's able to stop the single. Some hint of swing earlier in the innings, but that seems to have diminished a little bit as the ball has lost a bit of its shine. Gascaran comes in. Batter goes for the big shot, but contact not very solid, just rolls into the leg side. Nepalese batters are struggling a little bit here at the moment to time their shots. Been the nice shots out through the offside, but they're going to have to dig deep here. Comes in, big shot, back down the wicket. It's cleared mid-off, and it's rolling towards the boundary, but a good slide and throw from the fielder there. Stops at the boundary. Swung through there. Seemed to lose his grip a little bit with the shot. It didn't get the best contact, but they do get round for a couple of runs there. There's 3 off the over so far. Nepal's coming in, pumping those knees up. Back on the line. Good bouncer. Comes through at chest height. Batter kind of backs away, trying to steer it over the slips region, but ends up missing it. And so it goes through to the keeper. There's a nice bouncer there as it kind of angled in towards the batter's body. It made it difficult to get the space to play that shot. Comes in, final last ball of the over, just on the leg side a little bit. It's chipped into the leg side for a single. Bowler fields his own bowling, and that is the 15 over mark. Nepal are 43 for 5.
सिक्का चले है मेरे नाम का.
Here come. Big hit. Back down the wicket. Long off's going for it. And it looks like it's bounced safe. And gone for 4. Mohammad Arif Sheikh is looking to play some shots now. Walks down the wicket to the bowler and places it straight for a nice boundary. A bit of pressure on Sukhjinder Singh here. Batters coming down, punches it into the offside. Easily fielded, no run. Comes into bowl. Runs down the wicket, whacks it over the leg side, and that's a big shot for a 6. A lovely connection there. You see here from the replay that he does well using his feet. He comes out of the ground, out of the crease, a couple of steps, and places it over the mid-wicket boundary for 6. That's good to see this intention from Nepal. They've been struggling a little bit defensively here. So, pushing a little bit of pressure back on the bowler. It's a good strategy here from the batters. Give something for Sukhjinder Singh to think about here. What length does he want to bowl? What line does he want to bowl? A little shorter there to stop him coming down the wicket. He's cut it through to point. Fielder gets a hand on it, but he's unable to stop the single. Stop the boundary, but not the single. That was a good piece of fielding. As we go into the last ball of the over. Arjun on strike, and he just smartly defends it back down the wicket. So we're back on the field after drinks break. I think everyone needed a warm drink today. So I drink my cup of chai. A strong wind still. Cool wind. The scramble car comes into bolt. Pushed into the offside for no run. Comes into bowl and he's cracked it away in the offside for 4 runs. Really good contact there. You can see here on the replay. Kind of short and wide, and he's had free rein to slash that one over the fielders on the inner ring comfortably to the boundary for 4. A lovely shot there from Mohammed Sheikh. He's really finding his rhythm now. Had a very good previous over against Sukhjinder Singh, and now started off with a boundary here in this over as well. One straight, pushed back down the wicket, fielded by the bowler. Oh, he goes for the run out. Obviously not very happy about conceding a boundary on the last ball. Ends up firing it into the stumps. Direct hit, but the batter's not out of his crease. No run from that delivery. So coming in here, 4th ball of the over. Jaskar Ambatar against Mohammed Sheikh. Outside the off stump, goes for another cut. But misses this one. No run from that ball. 2 balls to come in this 17th over. It's been good to see some counter-attack from the Nepalese batters here, particularly from Mohammed Arif Sheikh. He's managed to up the run rate from about 2.5 and over. Now we're at 3.5 and over. There's still a long way to go in this match. And he comes with ball just outside the off stump, guided down to 3rd man for a single. Puts the new batter on strike, Arjun Saud. He's got 1 ball to face in this over. And kind of rather cautious start from this batter, and that makes sense, given the position that Nepal currently in. Coming in, last ball of the over, down the leg side, wide delivery. Have to bowl another one. It's a good Arjun maybe looking to try and give the strike to Mohammed Sheikh, given that he's now looking in pretty good form, hitting the balls well. It was tricky to get the timing right at the beginning of this innings, but Mohammed Arif Sheikh's starting to look like he's hitting the ball well. So Okay, last ball. It's just punch back to cover for no run. Well, he's at 60 for 5 after 17 overs. He was hit for a very nice 4 back down the wicket. I think that was a big 6. So yeah, he's continuing his good footwork, moving down the wicket to the pitch of the ball, able to get really good contact on that previous delivery. It's been a bit of a field adjustment now. Due to those shots over the mid-wicket boundary, we now have a deep mid-wicket and a deep square leg. And a long on. Back in, and it's punched back down the wicket to long on. Just be a single. But now there's a lot more protection on the leg side for those shots that Mohammad Arif Sheikh's been playing. For Arjun Saud, the field has changed. Deep mid-wicket and long on are coming in to the ring. And mid-wicket has moved to a short fine leg. Let's just push back into the offside there for no run. Comes into bowl, 4th ball of the over. He goes for a slash through the offside, but isn't able to make contact. Ball taken by the keeper, who whips the bails off, but he didn't leave his crease. And has been supported in the partnership with Arjun Saud, who's only got 4 off 12, but he's been keeping one end of the wicket safe. And strike and is overall helping to build this partnership in Nepal. A desperately needed partnership at this stage. We've got Jaskaran Buttar coming into bowl again. It's flipped into the leg side. There is a fine leg who's picking it up. His left arm throwing it in and stopping the second.
गरी खाँदैन पनि
Is Arjun on strike? Comes in for the second ball of the over. And it's a nice straight delivery, defended back. There's no run there. Yeah, the game currently settling down a bit now. Partnership building for Nepal. Canada bowling well. But we may be seeing, we've had 4 bowlers so far, seeing a 5th or 6th bowler at some stage soon. Defenders. Keep quick on it. Stops any chance of a single.
यो बोर्ड नै बाङ्गो भयो के यार यो इट्टा माथि चिडी तल भइदियो भए फिक्स दाउ पर्थ्यो भाइ यो बाल्टीबाट भन्दा पनि यो बाटाबाट खेलाउनु त दाउ नै परेन हो
Shining through comes in for the 4th ball of the over. It's down the leg side. Yeah, wide ball.
यो बादल लाए बेला कस्तो दाउ नै नपर्ने कि
घाम रहेछ त्यहाँ देखेनस्
घाम लागेपछि फेरि आँखै नदेखिने कि
चस्मा खोलेर खेल्न अनि देखिन्छ
अब चस्मा खोलेपछि फेरि आँखा कमजोर के
त्यसो भए डाक्टरकोमा जान त चेक गर्न
त्यही डाक्टरकोमा जानलाई नै पैसा जम्मा गर्दैछु कि खेलेर
ल केही पनि परेन
यो काठमाडौँमा हिउँ नपर्र हो कि म हारेर
So far today, Canada bowled 12 wides.
तिमीहरूको अनुहार असुबी भएर हो कि हारे
Keep it straight, back to the bowler. Header from just around the car.
भाइ छिटो हाल न उठाए मैले
Couple too many wides maybe from Canada. There was a lot of swing
पहिला हामीले
initially
यो
in the
गुर्जालाई
innings.
प्रसन्न पार्नुपर्छ बुझ्यौ सबै तुरु पारेर भर्गो दिवस
A few wides, but otherwise it's
बालक मन
been
मनमा
very
शिवलाई
tight, very
सम्झ
good
ओम
bowling
नमः
for
शिवाय
the
जप गर
Canadian
तिमी
team.
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय आज परोस् आज आगो हुन्छ ओम नमः शिवाय
मन मनमा जप भयो त ल पण्डितजी जित्नु भएन है उनीहरूले उल्टो मात्र पुग्नु पर्यो ल यिनीहरूलाई
पर्नु भएन है गुरु यहाँ
उनीहरू पनि कडै तान्त्रिक आए जस्तो छ अब हामीले शिवलाई झन् प्रसन्न पार्नु पर्यो यहाँ अलिकति भेटी चढौ यति गरेपछि
Short boys guided it. Like
अब धन अब
one bounce down to the third man. Pretty safely guided. Nice short delivery there. Great, Mohammed Sheikh led back. Guided that gully region.
ल बालक
Over the gully region, I should say. It was in the air for a while, but pretty safe down to the third man.
ल बालक पूजा विधि सम्पन्न भयो अब गुर्जा देवता प्रसन्न अब चाहिँ टक्क लाएर बाबुले यहाँ 8000 भेटिहाल्नु पर्यो ल
Tars coming in now to finish off the
हाल्ने
over.
पर्यो 8 दुना 16 आउँछ नि त नि
3 runs off the over.
फिक्स हाल फिक्सै हो नि
Just down the leg side.
केही तल माथि त
Appealing for a catch. Big appeal from the wicketkeeper from the bowler. No one else seemed particularly interested.
गुरु यार यत्रो पूजा पाठ गरे यही हो हार्नलाई हो
Given as a
ल्याउन भने
बालक त्यस्तो नगर न बस न बालक
way of clip
अब
the
म
pat.
शिव र दुर्गाको अति उत्तम मन्त्र जाप गर्छु आउ न बाबु
ए एक्लै जान्दै बसे
Bowler
घरमा
and
डुबिसके
wicketkeeper
यार
interested.
तिमी जस्तो फेक पण्डित यार
By the way, comes out and
बेकारमा ट्रस्ट
all are
गरेछु
72 for 5 after 19 overs.
डोन्ट अन्डरएस्टिमेट द पावर अफ पण्डित
Rates moved up to a 3.8.
मार्यो
Inder Singh is back
प्रभुको
onto
कृपा
bowl.
गुरु
Continuing to bowl. This will be his 6th over, currently 2 for 25, or 5 overs. Jaskaram Kaur has No wickets for 17 runs off his 5 overs. Into the 20th over here. Walks in. Batted nicely back down the wicket.
What is this Nepal यार? Still not because it. पहिला जाँदा नि बाटो यस्तै थियो. 4 वर्षपछि आउँदा नि बाटो
Gone straight through him and it's rolling all the way down to the boundary for 4 buys. Oh no, it's an edge. Umpire signalled runs. So there may have been an inside edge here.
Let me try.
Yeah, like thin edge past the keeper and ran all the way down to the boundary. So he gets 4 runs that Arjun.
Flag, है? Flagमा
He can reset here and
यो म खाजा खर्च
back onto it and drop back into the offside.
यो मेरो ब्रान्डेड घडी
Easily fielded by
यो मेरो ब्रान्डेड चस्मा यो मेरो ब्रान्डेड लेदरको ज्याकेट
the ball.
यो मेरो पर्स यो मेरो ब्रान्डेड
Excellent turn there, Singh to Singh. Turned right past the outside edge. Batter was
यो आमाको लागि
did not
ल्याएको
get
साडी
close enough to it.
यो बाउको लागि ल्याएको ज्याकेट विदेशबाट ब्रान्डेड ल यो
Rated delivery. Well defended.
यो सुटकेस
1 ball to come.
यो इटामा
Current partnership.
ल यो
40
मेरो
runs.
यो मेरो
7 deliveries.
यो
Very
इटामा ल
promising. Comes in here, puts the over and little inside edge into the leg side. The keeper goes to field it. But comes in, puts it up.
हेलो आमा यो पालि म घर आइन है हैन मैले मजा
There's
गरे
been partnership moves now to 41 runs, which has been a very good recovery from 36 to 5. Now we're at 77 for 5.
क्विक छिटो वास्ते ल
To Singh 2 for 30 off 6 overs. Economy of 5 runs per over.
बाल्टी नभए बेला तँलाई खेलाउँछ
Just ran the car. Looks like coming on for his 6th over.
ए भाइ के बाँदर जस्तो मुख देखाइरहेछस्
Old
हल्का
5
हेयर कट गरेर
17
चिटिक्क हो
runs
न
with an economy
दरार
of
मार्गमा
3
मुन्ने
for 4.
सलुनमा गएर
Fielding wise, we've got a deep point from the boundary and a deep square leg also from the boundary. Starts off very straight, ball popped up a little bit, but well defended by the Nepalese batter. So the boundary field is currently, as I was saying, is a deep point, deep square leg, deep fine leg, and
10,000
deep
झन्डामा
third man. Suggests to me a little bit of some bounces, maybe some short deliveries going to be bowled here in the field. But we'll see what comes out. Oh, that's on it. Beautiful line and length. Good length. Straightened up. Straight past the edge of the batter. Batter was kind of caught in 2 minds whether to go forward to that or play it off the back foot.
ल 50-50 गर उठा
ल तँलाई 50 बाँकी मलाई नि
ल 50 रुपैयाँ पुलिस हेर है
जम्मा 50 तै 100 त्यहाँ भयो
ए मलाई बजेटै यही हो ल पुलिस हेर है हामी त्यही
हस् त ए पुलिस आयो
Looked down into the leg side, looked like they might try and force a second. No, the keeper's got to it and very well fielded back, thrown back into the stumps to stop the second.
उठाऊ ल मेरो 100 रुपैयाँ उठाऊ
उठाउन भाइ
एकछिन उठाउँ कि के गरौँ
भोटेमा हालौँ त 50
ए उठाउनु भने
ए पाग्न उठाउँछु एकछिन उठाए है
ए उठा भनेको
ए सरी प्लिज सर माफी गरिदिनु सर
अब तेरो जिन्दगी भयो तँ फोरमा छोडेर मर्ने भएछ अब
सर एक चान्स त होला नि यस्तो यार कि माफी त होला नि यार
कानुनको मान्छेलाई कानुन नसिका है त
So far, the fielding from Canada has been excellent.
यो मैले सब मेरो भाइको लागि गरे हो सर 8
Good
वर्षको
catch was
भाइको
taken.
पढाइको खर्च उठाउनु
Second
सर
slip.
प्लिज
अरू गरेर नि खान सक्छस् यो
No
गर्नुपर्छ
fielding
यस्तो
errors.
भएन भने मेरो भाइ
Making
बर्बाद बरु
sharp.
सर एकचोटिको लागि माफी
Trying to stop the
ल ठिक छ
second.
तँले भाइको कुरा लिएर आइरहेस्
And the quick
परिवारको
singles.
कुरा आयो ठिक छ तँलाई मैले एकचोटि
But again,
छोडिदिन्छु
it's a
तर
little bit
आइन्दा
short.
तँलाई
He's
यो ठाउँमा
clipped
देख्यो
it.
भने तँलाई बाँकी राख्दिनँ है
Caught by the keeper, but it
सडाइदिन्छु
looks like
तँलाई
it came off the thigh pad.
सर भाइ
So not out.
ल यहाँ त के पुलिस आउला
See here in the replay. Shorter delivery, a little bit down the leg side.
Have never been faster than
Off
before.
maybe
It's your
either
turn
the
to get
thigh
in touch
pad
with
or
one
the
of the
chest
rest you
guard.
know about the sponsor.
Good catch by the keeper.
ए भिकु बेलामा घर गइहाले फेरि भएको पैसा पनि उडाउलास्
He wants to come in this over. Interested to see if there's any more short
Yeah, look.
deliveries.
पानमा ल दाइ ए ल ल्याउ
A little bit of back of the length. Just push down to
ल अब
wide slip gully in for a single.
दाउनै दाइ ल 1005
Good batting for these two. They're looking for the gap,
पर्यो यताले यताले
taking the singles, taking the
ले ले
opportunities.
ले ले
Third man comes into bowl, short outside the off, pushed into gully, and fielded for no run.
फेरि खेलौँ गुर्जा 10
Not too many fielders in
Communicate in
attacking
English easily.
Just
Use
positions at the
Grammarly
moment.
and feel confident with effective.
fairly conventional field, and the protection on the leg side comes in again. Starts a little bit wide, moves a little bit in, but signal wide by the umpire. Just checking his run up, making sure everything's perfect. The next delivery. Seems like there is still a hint of swing in the air. As he runs in, second ball of the over. See if he can exploit that. And that's much nicer. Starts outside of off, moved a little bit in. And that's where he's wanting to be bowling is. He's getting a lot of movement in towards the batter, so he needs to start at least a foot outside of the off stump. There's a wide called there.
पाजी ये सेक्शन रखा है नया इन्होंने पोल खोल इस सेगमेंट का नाम है आपको अपने खिलाड़ियों के बारे में मैं कुछ पूछूंगा ऐसा कौन सा प्लेयर है जिसके साथ आप कभी भी रूम शेयर करना नहीं चाहोगे
Struggling a little bit with his line here. It's the 7th wide of the innings for Tajinder, so he's got a little bit of work here to try and get some more consistency. Comes into bowl. Oh, that's lovely. That one takes a bit more bounce. Nepalese batter tries to push it into the offside, but there's too much pace, too much bounce to get any contact on it. Some good fielding there. The gully position stops any chance of a single. So we've now 4 deliveries off this over. 4 dot balls, two wides. So 2 runs off the over. Hopefully Tajinder can close out this over with a couple more dot balls here. Runs into bowl. Nice movement in. Pushed out into the offside, but fielded for no run. He goes to finish off the over. Last delivery comes in, and it's cut nicely through the offside. Third man's having to come round, picks it up, and throws it in. 2 runs for the Nepalese batters. You can see here. Nice bounce, nice width. It ends the over. 22 overs have been bowled. It ends the over. 22 overs have been bowled. It ends the over. 22 overs have been. Wicketkeeper has his helmet back on. Canada turn back towards spin. We're going to have a new bowler. Sheel Patel. So a little bit of change in field here. We have a 1 slip, gully, point is heading out to the boundary, cover. We have a long off, a long on, deep square leg, and a short fine leg. They're coming into bowl. Left arm over. Pitched up, pushed out to the boundary. There is a fielder out there who's going to pick it up and send it in to stop the second. There's just one run. Defending back down the wicket. And Sheel Patel opened the bowling yesterday. Saturday. Bowling 6 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 15. So a very economical opening bowling spell in that game. Did the 4th ball of the over. Oh, excellent delivery. A little bit of a fuller length, but turned quite significantly past the batter. We go in again. And that's a full delivery pushback. So there's definitely some turn on offer for the bowlers today. The left arm spinners have been exploiting that. 2 batters currently have a 49 run partnership. They're almost at 50 partnership. They face 65 balls. Pushes in. But it's well fielded by Sheel Patel. And a great start to his spell. 1 run off the over. Tajinder Singh is going to continue. Field remains fairly similar from his previous over, with a lot of protection behind square and square and behind square. Comes into bowl. And it's cut beautifully through the offside, down to the boundary for 4. It's a lovely shot there from Mohammad Arif Sheikh. See on the replay there was good width and he rocked back and middled it for 4. It's the 50 partnership up for Nepal. 53 runs between these two. Into bowl. It's a straighter one. There's an appeal. Come down the wickets, hit the pads, but the umpire's not interested. Mohammad Arif Sheikh moves on to 37 off 34 balls. He's hit 3 4s and 2 6s. A strike rate of around 110. His partner Arjun Sood, 14 off 37. Batting a lot slower, but a very important partnership. So he's going to continue. Another wide one and another cut shot, but now there's a fielder out at deep point who's able to pick that up and return it for just a single. Arjun Sood on strike. It's just defended back to the bowler. 5 off the over so far. That's down the leg side for a wide. Tejinder struggling a little bit with line still. Had to put a lot of space out on the offside for the batters, and now wide down the leg side. Comes in. 5th ball of the over. It's a short delivery, is pushed out into the leg side. There's a bit of space there. The keeper's got round to it quickly again. Really good fielding from the keeper to stop a second run. After he played that shot, it looked likely that they would get 2, but the keeper's restricted that to 1. Very quick out of the blocks there from the Canadian keeper. So, another run, so that's 7 off the over so far, 1 ball left. And he's just tickled around to fine leg. It's a sharp single, but they make it comfortably. Very good running from the Nepalese batters. They end up with 8 off that over, which moves the score on to 93 for 5 of 24 overs. Run rate is around 3.9 and over. Projected score 194. We're 1 over away from being halfway through the innings. Shil Patel back onto bowl. It pushed out into the offside. They're looking for 2, but the fielder at deep point manages to pick that up and get it in a timely manner to stop the second. There's just 1 run there. Shil Patel comes in to Arjun Saud. And it kind of pushed out into the offside. They pick the gap. This time they're going to go for 2. And they're coming back to the bowler's end. Safe. And there's a well-run 2. Just a little bit further away from the boundary fielder. So they were able to exploit that to get back for the second. A little bit more intent there from the runners on the first run as well. Really good to see. Oh, he's edged it. And he's walked. He's out. Caught behind. There's some very honest batting there from Arjun Saud. Appreciate that. We'll see on the replay here. It's a nice loopy spinner. And it's taken a fairly big edge off the bat there. Outside edge. Keeper's done well to pick that one up. And Nepal, you lose another wicket. They're still appealing, but Arjun Saud was already halfway off the pitch. He knew that he'd edged it, and take a wicket, first wicket today for Shil Patel. Nepal 96 for 6. Mohammad Arif Sheikh remains 40 not out off 37 balls. We've got a new batter, Kushal Malla. Comes in at a challenging time. Hopefully is able to stick around and build another partnership with Mohammad Arif Sheikh. This last partnership was 60 runs. So It took them from 36 for 5 up to 96 for 6. Three balls into the over. And Sheel Patel against the new batter, Kushamala, who is a left-hander. Be interesting to see this matchup. Holds it well. Defended into the leg side. No run. That wicket came at a good time for Canada, as that partnership was motoring along quite nicely. Into ball, down the leg side. Wide ball. Yeah, I feel like it was an important time to break the partnership. Pushes it into the offside. Last ball of the over. Floats it up. It's pushed into mid-wicket, but there's no run. There's 4 runs off the over and 1 wicket. Nepal move on to 97 for 6 off 25 overs. Interesting day for cricket around the world. We have Test series happening in Pakistan, between Pakistan and England. After the first day, Pakistan on 328 for 4 in Multan. There's a one-day international between Ireland and South Africa occurring. The Women's World Cup is underway. England playing against South Africa in the Women's World Cup right now. 4 runs needed in 6 balls. There's also the CPL final last night, where the St. Lucia Kings beat Guyana Amazon Warriors with 2 overs to spare, chasing 139. Got a change of bowler here. A new bowler, Rana Salman Ghani. Coming into bowl to Mohammad Arif Sheikh. Starts off with a wide. Pretty similar field to the previous bowler, Batar. We've got those defensive fielders on the boundary at deep point, deep square leg, fine leg, third man. Mid-off and mid-on are up. Comes into bowl. Push back nicely. No run. So in front of square, all the fielders are inside the ring, but behind square, mostly on the boundary. Ball of the over comes in, it's wide. He's cracked it in the air, straight to the fielder at deep point, and he's out. Caught. It's a big wicket for Canada. Mohammad Arif Sheikh out for 40. You can see here, short and wide, but he didn't get hold of it fully and picked the fielder out. Only had to take a few steps to his left. Very solid catch there. And for the second ball of his over, Rana gets a wicket. Brings it to the crease, the new batter, Kushal Patel. And Nepal are in some trouble here at 98 for 7. There's only 25 overs of the match taken place so far. And after recovering from 36 for 5 up to 96 for 5, they've now lost both of their settled batters. Mohammad Arif Sheikh out for 40. And Arjun Saud is out for 17. They're going to have to rebuild here. Kushal Patel is taking leg stump guard. Field remains the same for the new batter, apart from deep square leg is being brought in to kind of a square leg, more of a mid-wicket position. Deep point remains out on the boundary, and we have one slip. He comes left by the new batter, comfortably through to the wicketkeeper. Comes in for the fourth ball of the over, just outside off. Bit of a low bounce and through to the keeper, who picks it up nicely. Kushal Patel he's had mixed fortunes this series. He was out for a duck in the last game off 2 balls, but previous game hit a handy 25 runs off 30 deliveries, including 2 4s and a 6. Be looking to channel more of that score. Ooh, manages to defend through there, a little bit of an inside edge onto his pads, runs out to the point. No run. It's in here to finish off the over. Outside the off stump, comfortably outside, left by the batter. And that finishes the over, which went for 1 run and 1 wicket. Seven off 26 overs. Going to continue with Kushal Patel, who's bowling his 3rd over. Currently conceded 5 runs and taken 1 wicket. It's protection at long off and long on. Into bowl. Chipped out into the leg side, but there's a short mid-wicket. Picks up the ball. Long off has been brought into mid-off as he punches it back down. Mid-wicket picks it up again. Getting through the overs quickly here. Keep the pressure on the Nepalese batters. Nicely bowled outside of off. Batter played for less turn than happened, and
probably one of the beaches in Portugal. Madeira is nice.
But safely.
Algarve in the Red Sea too.
And again,
Bulldog
pops up in the air a little bit, but
Lisboa,
shorter than the wicket.
Fish and chips. Madrid, paella.
The fifth delivery of the over.
Gnocchi.
Out to the leg side. There's space.
Gnocchi.
Square leg for a single. They're
¿Sabes
thinking about a second.
A mí me gusta más que pasta. Do you know what is gnocchi?
Trying to get back
Find
to
out.
that.
Cámaras. No.
Shiv Patel finishing off his over here, the last delivery.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. The race starts now. Cristiano Ronaldo is in the biggest race a footballer has ever had. The race to become the all-time top scorer. Ronaldo races against the biggest names in football, but also against time. CR7 in his yellow Formula One is ready to beat them all. He's coming after Rooney, and he passes him in a fantastic move. Now comes Higuain, and he gets ahead too.
Similar to the previous over, however, moving one fielder into the offside. We've now got 2 slips. There's a point.
Portuguese legend to Portuguese legend.
Protecting the side. Nicely called outside the off. Good carry through to the keeper.
And as he passes Pelé, they show respect to each other. But wait, his toughest opponent is here, Lionel Messi. And Cristiano pushes himself to the max and passes the Argentinian. Bye, Messi, bye! Cristiano is over 900. This is unreal. 1,000 goals are within reach. Join us next time to witness together as he reaches the 1,000 goals mark.
Actually, deep square leg has been moved up now to mid-wicket. Here he comes, outside the off stump. Well taken by the wicket keeper. No run. With a bit of wind picking up here. Bowler comes in for the third one. That's nicely placed into the leg side or a single, the square leg. That's the 100 up for Nepal. 100 for 7 off 27.3 overs. Currently at a run rate of 3.6. It's pushed down to mid off, and they look for the single, but it's not on. Little fumble by the fielder, but he picks it up and stops the single.
Some places that for
the 5th delivery of the over. Nice. It's punched back down the wicket and fielded by mid-on comfortably.
Delicious, crispy fingers. Just tear, break.
There's definitely some consolidation happening here by the Nepalese batters. These two taking their time, taking their deliveries to get settled. Another 22 overs to go. Wide outside there, hits it. But cover fielder comes around and stops it single. Another good over there from Canada.
इस मैच में ये 2 लोग शॉट है और वो भी रैम हार्दिक पांड्या at his best.
Went through a very economical period here.
शॉट खेला है यहाँ पर हार्दिक पांड्या ने. खेलना बड़ा मुश्किल है.
Few runs off the last few overs. Shiv Patel's going at 1 run per over. Shiv Patel comes in and it's a big shot up in the air. It's cleared the fielder for 6 over long on. A lovely shot there from Kushal Mala. See that on the replay. Frees his arms, swings through, and it clears the boundary by 5 meters or so.
चौका मिल गया पर ये हाथ से बल्ला छूट गया था. रन्स आ गए, वो भी 4 हार्दिक पांड्या के नाम. इस बार बल्ला
even with the fielder right on the boundary line there, long on. Batter still went for it, and here's another go. Pushes it back to the bowler. No run. Still went for the shot and cleared it. Cleared the boundary significantly. There's also a fielder out at deep mid-wicket. Into the leg side. Striker was keen for a run, but there wasn't any run on there.
पहला वाला शॉट ऑफ द डे था इसके पहले वाला, और ये भी कुछ उसी प्रकार का था. अद्भुत.
Cuts it into the offside. Straight to the fielder. There's a bit of a mix-up. He's back. And he's out. Run out. Big mix-up there between the two batters. So he pushes it out. He's keen, but the non-striker was keen, but then wasn't. Gets it around and is comfortably run out by the wicketkeeper. Very disappointing there from the Nepalese batters. Breakdown in communication. Probably wasn't a run on, but if they'd run it fast and without hesitation, they would have been home. So Kushal Mala.
नेपाल प्रिमियर लीगको प्लेयर्स अक्सन भर्खरै सकिएको छ.
Run out for 8 runs.
26 रन 24 गेंदे हार्दिक पांड्या 17वां ओवर. पहली गेंद पर विकेट. दक्षिण अफ्रीका बार-बार दहलीज पे आके इस प्रेशर के दबाव में लड़खड़ाई है. यहां से जीत सकता है भारत. विकेट निकाली हार्दिक पांड्या ने. बहुत बड़ी विकेट. क्लासन की स्लो वन आउटसाइड द ऑफ स्टंप. पहुंच नहीं पाए, रीच नहीं कर पाए. किसी भी तरफ जा सकता है. थोड़ी लॉजिक और इमोशंस के बीच लड़ाई चल रही है.
Comes to the crease with Nepal at 106 for 8.
धीमी गति की गेंद.
Shiv Patel bowling well.
वहां है मार्को यानसन, हमने देखा है.
Got 2 balls left in this over.
बीच में थोड़ा ये दबाव बनाते रहना जतिन, ये बड़ा जरूरी है. भजूपा शायद थोड़ा दबाव
the offside, no run.
कि आने का जो खतरा
Pretty
है.
tight field on the offside here.
हार्दिक पांड्या ओवर की आखिरी
Deep
गेंद
gully.
इस ओवर में विकेट आई और कोई बाउंड्री नहीं. 4 सिंगल,
mid-off.
17 समाप्त, 155 पे 5.
Long off. Mid on.
इस विश्व कप में जसप्रीत बुमराह की आखिरी 6 गेंदें.
Defensive fielder on the deep square leg boundary.
पहली गेंद छकाया मिलर को पुख्ता करने के लिए.
That one straight, but no run. Good over from Shiv Patel. There was a 6 off the first ball, over long on. But then a very tight rest of the over. So another wicket for Canada has moved Nepal onto 106 for 8.
मिलर की सोच साफ दिखती हुई सम्मान दीजिए दुनिया के सर्वश्रेष्ठ गेंदबाज को क्लीन बॉल यही तो बात थी बुमराह का हाथ से बुमराह के हाथ में गेंद और विकेट आई है ऐसे हो ही नहीं सकता जब भारत को सब
Sampal Kami in his
दो डॉट्स गेंदे ये दबाएंगे केशव महाराज साथ पूरा देंगे
on striker's end. Left.
Keep it rolling, please. Keep it rolling.
We've got ball.
Yeah, foot's
Sampal in his
inside
previous
there.
match.
Keep it rolling. Thank you. Ready with my decision for the big screen.
Batting at number 9. Scored a handy 31 runs off 33 balls, including 2 fours. Handy contribution towards Nepal's score of 176 all out. The game that they ended up winning by 20 runs. Comes runner, pushed into the offside, but it's stopped by the fielder. No run.
जबड़े से हाथ डाल के निकाल ला करोड़ों हिंदुस्तानी और यही हुआ अरे भैया अब हार्दिक के ऊपर पूरा दारोमदार पूरा रंगमंच सजा हुआ
In that same game, he also bowled 3 overs, no wickets for 10 runs. So a good all-round performance from Sampal in that last match. Nepal are going to want him to contribute another 30-odd runs here. Help. Rana, that ball from Rana kind of kept a little bit low, out short of the wicketkeeper.
कीचड़ में रह के भी कमल की तरह खिलना सीखो जो परिस्थितियों से घबरा जाए वो लौह पुरुष नहीं है
Captain's looking to the bowler, listening to see what tactics they go for against these new batters. Vishal's none off 11. He goes for a cut shot. He hit it out to deep point where it's picked up, thrown in. Stop any chance of a second. It was a nice cut shot there. Vishal is off the mark. Moving on to 1 off 12 balls.
खुशी को देखिए झंडे दिए गाड़ खंबे दिए उखाड़ और भारत ने विश्व कप जेब में डाल लिया है गौरवपूर्ण बिताया हुआ 1 घंटा कीर्ति रहित
Mangani coming in for the 5th delivery of the over. Nice straight delivery. Comes into the leg side there. Just the 1 off the over so far. a stumping by the wicketkeeper, but not out. You can see he lifted his back foot, but didn't leave the crease. A little bit short, a little bit more turn. Kushal considered whether to hit that with a little bit more force, but opted against it. Continue on this very straight line, keeping the run scoring opportunities very low. He pushes it out into the offside, through the gap between point and cover for a single. So only one off the over. Rana Samangani continue from this end. Kushal Patel is facing, scored 2 off 18 deliveries. His partner, Sampal Kami, no runs off 4 balls. At the moment, Nepal will be considering what is a good score. 109 for 8. They're going to want to try and get up to around 140, 150. Flicked out into the leg side, into the gap, and it's rolling down to the boundary for a 4. It's a lovely shot from Patel. Bowler has come in fairly straight, a little bit down the leg side there, and it's flicked away beautifully onto the leg side. Some excellent wrist movement there from Kushal Patel. And he's got the reward that he wanted. 4 runs. No run there.